Okay. All right. I am going to do another alcohol ink tumbler. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a fun one. I'm going to put a very thin layer, not incredibly thin, but not as thick as if I were doing like a glitter swirl, because obviously the alcohol ink is not going to soak up epoxy like the glitter swirl does. So you want to have enough on here that it's going to move, but not so much that it's going to come off of your cup in big glops. And again, don't worry if you get it over the edge. I mean, you can protect your edge if you want to, or you can wipe it off the edge, you know, before you're done. I do that sometimes, but most of the time I just take it off afterwards because it's so dang easy. But you can do it however you want to. Some people put like Vaseline inside so that it comes off easily. I don't even do all of that. I just, if it goes over the edge, it goes over the edge. So this is pretty good. And I have a video that shows you how to get that off of the edge as well. Okay, so this looks pretty good. And I'm going to let that rotate for a few minutes. I'm going to get rid of my epoxy filled hands. I'm going to let that rotate for a few minutes to kind of even out. And you know what actually I'm going to do? I'm going to take my heat gun. There's just a few little bubbles in it. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm just going to really quickly go up and down, getting any major bubbles out. Really quick. All right, don't want to heat it up so much that it's already moving, but I did notice that something fell into it. Where'd it go? There is a little piece of flippin' glitter in there. As usual, what is new? We are always covered in glitter in this house. Did I get it? I got it! First try. Awesome. Okay, so let this kind of even out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm applying this, there's still a little dent where I took that glitter out, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be applying my alcohol inks. Right now, like I say every time, I've picked out some colors. I might not use all of these colors. I might use more. But the colors that I've picked out, these ones are Tim Holtz. Well, these first ones are Tim Holtz. This is caramel or caramel, depending on what part of the country you're from. I know people are always talking about the way I speak. That's okay. We've got latte. Always got debates going on as to where I'm from. Teakwood. Espresso. And then I have vanilla, which is a marabou color. And I've got my pinata white. Okay. So I'm gonna start this. Now, here's how I like to do it. Oh, shoot, my daughter just informed me that I forgot to show you guys ginger. Ginger also. So, the way I like to do this is I like to kind of separate my colors with the white a little bit. And I do this with lots of different colors, but this one, it's going to be kind of like a chocolatey, sort of coffee-like effect on the cup, I'm hoping. I've done this before, but you know, alcohol inks have a mind of their own, so we'll see. So I'm going to start with this base of espresso, this darker color, and I am going to just put dots of that espresso around the cup. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I've got my espresso. Now I'm gonna take my white, my Pinata white, and in all of this espresso, I'm going to put, ooh, that was a little much, a dot of white. Because this white, anytime you're using multiple colors, this white helps to kind of not make the colors mishmash together. Okay, now let me go through with, I think maybe the teak wood next. I'm gonna kind of spurt this around, and I'm gonna actually put some of the teak wood maybe in a few of these espresso spots. I think that'll be pretty. Okay. I think this is gonna be a pretty one. And if not, oh well, you know. Even when you kind of mess it up a little, it still tends to look real pretty. So I really, really like that teak wood color. I might come back and add some more of that. Now I'm going to add some more white in with some of this teak wood. Maybe not every one, but I am going to add it in there. I really like the way it helps it blend, and it just kind of gives it that creamy look. So, you know what, I think the ginger's kind of got a reddish tint to it. So I think I'm actually gonna go with the caramel for right now. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Maybe a bit in there. I'm going to use some of the latte. Not a lot of latte. Pretty. I think I'm going to stay away from the ginger, and I think I'm going to add some more of this teak wood. I really like the color that this teak wood is bringing out, and I'm going to kind of, I feel like my caramel is kind of overpowering a little bit. I'm liking that. Okay. I'm really liking what's happening here. So, before I go any further, I'm actually going to hit this with just a little bit of heat and kind of get it flowing a little bit. You don't want to put so much heat that it starts dripping off in clumps, but you just want to kind of get it moving. I put it on the medium setting, which is 800 degrees Fahrenheit on mine. I feel mine has 3 sets. I don't have it on there right now, so don't think I'm doing it this whole time. My gun, my heat gun has 3 presets, and I can't reach it over there to show you, but it's 120, which doesn't move anything, 800 and 1,000, and I do the 800. The 1,000 kind of blasts it away, so don't do that, and you don't want to burn your epoxy. You want to move really fast. I hope you can at least see the tip of my heat gun there. You want to move pretty fast up and down, just enough to get it flowing. Just a little bit. Okay, it's flowing a little. I'm going to give it a minute, put that down, and kind of see what it does. Ooh, kind of liking that. It's looking really pretty. I'm like really liking that. Now I want to get a little bit more sort of up by the top and the bottom on a few of these spots. Okay. And maybe like there a little, there, there. I'm really liking the texture this is giving too. This is actually not exactly what I was going for. This is quite a bit different from the one that I did before, but I love it. I'm gonna hit that with just a little bit of white, and that one with a tad bit of white. Okay, so I wasn't really thrilled with the way the caramel turned out. It was kind of really yellow, so I went back and I added some more of the teak wood in, and I'm really liking it a lot more now. So we're gonna see kind of where that heads, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, hi guys, I'm back, and this is it. This is my finished product. It is so smooth, it's beautiful. I think I'm gonna give it one more coat. My husband's actually, he really likes it, but he's actually asked me to add something to it that I'm not going to do for the video at risk of being demonetized. So I'm just going to kind of show you this here. So I'm probably going to be putting some decal on it, and some decals I should say on it, and then giving it another coat. But this is the one that I had shown you how to like wipe the inner rim with a baby wipe while it was still wet, and it is actually completely clear. There's a tiny bit, oops, there is a tiny bit on the inside rim of some alcohol ink, but I can get that out with a little, oh, okay, please, shh. I can get that out with a little bit of acetone. So, sorry, my 4-year-old and 6-year-old, no. My 4-year-old and 6-year-old have walked into the room to see what I'm doing. So I am going to, leave you guys with that because I think that this video is going to have to be over now. Because my kiddos need me. So thank you so much once again for watching. I know this was kind of a shorter video, but I had a lot of fun making this cup. I love it. I think it turned out gorgeous. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm also going to put a link below. I do have a Facebook group that we just started not too long ago. It's been open for maybe like a week or two. So just, yeah, join, and then that way I can answer your questions. Right now it is kind of hard for me to answer all of the questions that come about in the comment section of these videos. There's just so many to keep up with. But if you join this group, you know, if I can't get to your question, maybe somebody else can and help you out. It's kind of a place where you can go, and all crafters, you know, it's a place for people that are really interested in the craft, and you can talk and you can compare things and post pictures, and it's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. So thank you again. Bye guys. You guys want to say bye?
Bye.